Something historic just happened in 2025, and most people missed it completely. For the first time in human history, renewable energy overtook coal as the world's number one source of electricity. This happened in the first half of this year. Think about what that means. Coal has powered our world since the Industrial Revolution. For over a century, it's been the backbone of global electricity. And now, solar and wind are bigger. Here's how we got here. In 2024, renewables made up over 90% of all new power added worldwide. That's not a typo 9 out of every 10 new power plants built last year were solar or wind. Solar alone accounts for 73% of new renewable capacity, and the growth rate is accelerating. Global renewable capacity increased by a record 585 gigawatts in 2024. That's the fastest annual growth in 2 decades. But here's the part that really matters. This isn't slowing down. Renewable capacity is projected to double over the next 5 years. To put that in perspective, that's like adding the entire power generating capacity of China, the European Union, and Japan, combined. Countries pledged at COP28 to triple renewable energy by 2030. They're not just on track to meet that goal, they're beating it. Renewable capacity is growing at 29% annually when they only needed 21% to hit the target. And this is happening in some surprising places. Pakistan went from 0% solar in its power mix to 30% in just 6 years. Chile, Hungary, and other countries are seeing similar rapid transitions. Why is this happening so fast? Economics. Solar and wind are now the cheapest sources of new electricity in most markets. It's not about policy anymore. It's about money. Building new solar is cheaper than running existing coal plants in many places. Now, the challenge is energy demand is still growing, so fossil fuels aren't disappearing yet, and we're racing against time. But for the first time, we're actually bending the emissions curve downward. The International Energy Agency says there's no going back. The momentum is too strong. The economics are too compelling. This is what the beginning of an energy transition actually looks like. Not perfect, not fast enough, but real and accelerating. That's your climate news for this week. Subscribe for more stories that show what's actually working.